students, welcome to another piano lesson, our lesson 6, and today we are going to be talking on scales. We do an introduction of scales, and in our subsequent lesson we'll be talking on the different types, or we'll be elaborating on the different type of scales because we will actually do mention them in our introduction. So what in the world is a scale? A scale is simply an organized sequence of notes with different sounds or pitches. Like we take, for example, the C major scale, we do it as such. So with different sounds or pitches. So why is it important to study scales? So it is important because we are going to use them in the formation of chords. So what is a chord? A chord is simply a combination of two or more keys on the keyboard. So it's actually chords that we use in playing music. Yeah. So if we don't study scales, it will be very difficult for us to do this formation of chords. Like if we take, for example, in order for us to form the C major scale, for example, we need the first, the third, and the fifth degrees of the scale in order to form that. Like for example, the C major scale, we are still on C major. If we take the first, this is the first, the third, and the fifth. Like I said, our C major scale is made up of just white notes. So you take the first, the third, and the fifth. Yeah, so that gives us a chord because we use the fifth, the first, the third, and the fifth degrees of the scale. Had it been we didn't know we didn't know our scale, it would have been very difficult for us to form that chord. So when you know your scale, it's very difficult for you to form chords and to also play or give out melody in something, maybe tuning of songs. Yeah, like if we take, for example, we take a song like what? Like this Don Moine song, yeah. So that's when you know your scale. It's very difficult, very easy for you to form out or to play melody. Yeah, so that's another importance of the scale as well. So there are various types of scales in Western music, among which we have the most fundamental scale, which is called the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale, like if we take our C as a root note, it's made up of 12 notes. So if we take our C as a root note, this is our chromatic scale. So it's made up of all the 12 notes on the keyboard, and it is also called a master key. Reason being that it consists all other scales. So it's a set of all other scales. So the harmony that the chromatic scale gives is not enough, so that it's being splitted or in other different forms of scales, among which the most essentials are the 7-note scale, which has different forms, and the most common form of the 7-note scale is the diatonic scale. Diatonic scale, like we say, 7 notes, it's made up of just 7 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For example, that's C major. So this diatonic scale is being splitted into different forms of scales. Like we have the major scale and the minor scale. So those are the different forms of the different types of the diatonic scale. Major, when you are playing the major scale, it has some happiness in it, and when you are playing the minor scale, there's some sadness. Those are the, how can I put it, the language you should note under that type of scale. Then we also have the second type of scale under the chromatic scale, which is the 5-note scale, which is called the pentatonic, under which it's being divided into two different types. That is the That is the minor pentatonic scale and the major pentatonic scale. So guys, in our next lessons or subsequent lesson, we'll be discussing on these different types of scales. So that's what I have for you today. Please, you have not yet subscribed.